thanks to the organizers of the Hemp Building Summit Virtual 2020. My name is Tony Luderach, and I'm part of the Hemp Eco Systems group, which consists of... We hold a US patent for the HempLime product and the method of mixing it. In the coming years, we aim to expand our operations throughout the USA and assist in driving this wonderful hemp industry forward. We've made it easier than ever for people wishing to build with hemp to do so by creating the HempLime Starter Kit, which enabled us to build the first California Building Code compliant hemp house in Mendocino County, Northern California. This is what you see on the picture here, and we refer to her as the Hemp Mini House Grand Edition. Clearly it's not so mini, and it is quite grand. It all began with the vision of creating a healthy living space, and fortunately, the project owner has a pioneering spirit and is keen on exploring alternative methods of building and living on his land. We collaborated with Paul Richardson from Haven Earth Center to assist us in producing a permittable design in a very short space of time. It took us a total of 8 months to get from concept to the full HempLime encapsulation, and this included design and engineering, permitting, logistics and transport of all materials up the hill, as well as training a team and building. This was an accomplishment in itself, one which would, in my opinion, have not nearly been possible without the uniqueness of the project which we had driving us forward. The Hemp Mini House Grand was unique in many ways, and one of the things which stood out was the fact that we used 200-year-old repurposed oak, which was trucked all the way from Tennessee, which was part of the client's family farm and actually came from a farm called Hemp Hill. And when the logs arrived on site, we sorted through them and delivered them to a group of highly skilled artisans, which then handcrafted the trusses and delivered them to site, where they assembled them and then we lifted them in place. All of the trusses and exposed beams and timbers were made from this 200-year-old repurposed oak. We used a standard conventional 2x6 framing method, and instead of using conventional sheathing, we had an engineer draw up plans for us to be able to eliminate those in order for us to have breathing walls, vapor permeable walls, and so he specified the use of some shear panels. The house is also solar powered and is a smart home, which means that it can be controlled from a central panel, allowing us to control all lighting and audio from the panel. The house also uses efficient technologies such as hydronic floor heating, which provides a very comfortable living environment by radiating a gentle amount of heat through the floor. The project was also built by a very dynamic and international team, with members coming from 8 different nations around the world, as well as various states around the USA. The client requested that each of us pull something out of our wallets or backpacks and put it into the first cast of the wall as a token and memorabilia, which would serve as a kind of a time capsule one day and allow people to see all of the nations which were involved in building this house. The house is also located on a permitted cannabis farm, and it just so happens that the client wanted it to have a footprint of 420 square feet to mark the significance of it, as well as something which was quite interesting is at the end, when we tallied up the bales, we came to a total of 215 bales used to construct the house, which is some kind of significance for people who are in the cannabis industry and shows a level of symbolism. So we used our sliding formwork, which we brought over from Europe, and by the way, we've advanced and developed the system to version 3 by now. And what it does is it allows us to pack in the forms, and it speeds up the building process with cast in situ hemp. The client chose rounded corners for this building, purely for aesthetics and to increase the difficulty of the build, which he likes. He's very much a fan of handcraftsmanship and art. So he wanted to ensure that everything, down to the finest details, was very well thought out. Paul designed the solarium, which offers a lovely tranquil space within that small house. And as you can see in the photo, the roof was insulated with HempLime, and in fact the wall and the roof was one monolithic structure which encapsulates all the inhabitants in the building. We used all of our patented products and methods and tried and tested equipment on this project to ensure that we were going to be providing the best quality products we could. We were able to train at least 25 people through various training workshops which we held on the land. All of the participants were extremely satisfied with the results and the ease of use of these products. We had a variety of finishes on the inside of the hemp house. On the top, at the top mezzanine level, we used a hemp lime plaster on the walls. In the solarium, we decided to leave an exposed strip of hemp lime on the wall and on the ceiling, just to show an area of truth in the house, that what the house is built of. And on all of the other walls, we used lime plasters. And as can be seen on the floor, we ended up using a polished concrete look, which turned out to be absolutely stunning. If you'd like to find out more about this project, please visit our website, hempecosystems.org. And if you are interested to see the full build in progress, then please tune into Building Off the Grid, which is aired on HGTV, and that should be released next season. If you'd like to contact us and have any queries or questions or would like to start a build, please do so with the number and contact details provided. And visit our website, get in contact with us if you'd like to get a HempLime starter kit, and we will help you to get on the way to building your next HempLime project. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the experience at the Hemp Building Summit 2020.